Good morning, everybody. Vaughn here with the Vonster vlog, and welcome to this week on the homestead. We are starting off with a day in the life, so let's get to it. So we've moved into the temple room to sleep. So Randy and I have been sharing a twin bed, and poor little Z Dog has made a little bed out of my poi bag and on my yoga mat, and he's such a sweet little beastie. So it's like 8 o'clock, which is kind of late. I should have been up by now, but we had a pretty late night. So again, I gotta peel myself out of this bed and get some coffee into my body. So please pardon the loud air conditioner, but I am getting my face on. So this is my box of potions that I put on my face. I don't do all of them, but. So first off, I'm gonna be starting with my Bare Minerals Ageless Photo Retinol. I don't know, it's from my saggy baggy eyeballs. And I glop this stuff on like it's going out of style. Now, I probably should be using this stuff as a nighttime cream, but I do it's in a Bare Minerals bottle, but, pardon me, still waking up. I make my own skin oil that I put on at night. We'll go over that a little later in the video. And so I'm just rubbing my eyeball cream all over my eyeballs. Actually feels really good. And then I come in with the neck cream. Well, I've been using neck cream on my whole dang face, y'all. It's been working though, I guess. But I like the way this stuff smells, and what's more is I like the way that it absorbs into my skin. So that's been the biggest thing as to why I've been continuously going with this brand, is because I don't want something overly oily. And I think this helps with my redness. But more than anything too, I haven't been caused to break out into more adult acne with this stuff, whereas some of the other face creams, even the stuff for rosacea, still will irritate my skin sometimes. So whereas I've been using this stuff consistently and it's been working out. So now, while that's soaking into my face, I do my arm lotion. Mostly just on my forearms and stuff, just because they're on camera. So just greasing up. Gotta get them elbows. I did have these like big candida blooms on my elbows, and that has really gotten a lot better, both with balancing my blood sugar, just eating lower carb and stuff, and just consistently using, what is it? Just being more consistent about at least every other day using a baking soda. Just baking soda. It's the stuff in the pool cleaning section, because it's a little bit grittier than the baking soda that I cook with. But I use that to exfoliate, and there's still some texture and stuff, but then I moisturize with my body oil in the evenings and lotion multiple times throughout the day, because I am just, my skin dries out, y'all. Okay, up next we have, while this is soaking in on my arms, this is the sunblock that I use. There's probably better brands, I guess, but this makes me perfectly happy. And then this is the It brand ITC++ color correcting. This is so dang loud. I know that, oh my god, that's so much better. Sorry, I know that these are like super pro quality videos, but it's a million degrees. And so yeah, and again, I know I'm just a baby, I'm in my early 30s, but it's got anti-aging hydrating serum. I don't know. I like the stuff that's intended for mature skin because I've got these like sun damage texture of like, it'll be really shiny and then with like a bunch of like crags in between it. And most of the stuff intended for, I guess, being hip does not sit well. Those foundations don't sit well on my skin, but this does. And so the way that I do this is I do 3 fingers like so with this SPF 30, and then I pop the cap off of this. There we go. And I do just like a half a pump, that much, if you can see, not a whole lot, and it's just enough. Well, let me do, there we go. Okay, that's plenty, and that's for if I'm having a day like today where I'm going to be recording a lot and I want to color balance the redness in my skin. But I just take that and I'm blending it in with my sunblock. And then I rub it in to my skin, making sure to get my neck, my décolletage. And I wear SPF 30 year round because I'm a crispy critter. There we go. But yeah, I'm always wearing that big hat when I'm outside, but I don't know, keeps things moisturized at least too. And now I'm gonna go through and just put some SPF 30 on the backs of my hands, and then I pull it up my arms the rest of the way, because again, whenever I'm outside, I'm usually wearing one of my sun shirts, but you'd be surprised how much your face and this, like my face and this part of my arms, just get like the wind blowing on it, the sun blowing on it, just dry air. So basically anywhere that's not going to be covered in clothes, I rub on that SPF, and that's all right. And then, woo-wee, my Maddie has got me using this argan oil that I used to use. Oh, I'm surprised I could get the cap off because my hands are slippery. Now, before I do that though, I use this hair boosting serum so I don't go bald. And that one does have a hard cap to get off, especially when my hands are greasy. So I just take this and right in on my temples where I have a tendency to get thinner hair. And I like this better than foaming like Rogaine and stuff like that. And not gonna lie, this is probably part of why I'm growing a beard, but my hair's growing back in, y'all. I'll take it. Like, I've been growing my hair back out since the pixie cut, and my hairline's come forward by almost, like you can see. And I've embraced my future, that I'm going to be running around with 3 hairs off the top of my head, Homer Simpson style, when I'm 80. And that's fine, because hopefully I've gotten decent at wearing wigs by then. But until then, I'm going to work with what God gave me. So you can see it looks like it's just thinning, but it's actually growing back. So I used to have a 5 head, like where my thumb rests was like no hair. So I'm really pleased with this. So now we'll take the argan oil, just 2 pumps. And I love the way this stuff smells. So good. I'm just rubbing it into my hands. And I use this just to kind of defrizz my hair a little bit. And it just makes everything all silky and stinky, but in a good way. And I think I'm actually going to be having my hair up in a French braid today. But I don't know, we might just do the spider clip. But yeah, we'll have to go over my new after shower hair routine that Maddie set me up with. If she decides to go the route of cosmetology, she's gonna do really great at it, you guys. Like, she trimmed up my sides for me, and it's the happiest I've ever been with a haircut. Like, 100%. And all I had to do was like feed her pork chops. So that worked out really well. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of a twist. And then a little bit of a twist. And I got Frumpy Grandma mode, activate. I can't wait to grow up to be 80, hopefully, and clip all 3 of my hairs together in the back. I hope I make it there. Ooh, itchy eyebrow. Okay, speaking of eyebrows, time to make it look like I have some. So, I can't even tell what brand this is because it's worn off, because that's how long I've been using it. I think it's that Anastasia or whatever. Pretentious. It's good stuff though, that doesn't smear through the day. So, and this is the medium brown color. And I know that doing my hair in this clip, like, it makes me feel so frumpy, like, but that's fine. Using the phone's camera to make it. I could just leave them like this, which is not bad. That's how very 90s of me. But I can get it with my toes. Oh God, that's covered in dog hair. Okay, so I'm gonna use the little spoolie end to just fluff that out a little bit. I'm not an Instagram makeup person, y'all. I'm just doing a day in the life video, and I'm having fun. Ooh, that feels good. I'm having fun brushing my eyebrows. It looks, probably looks a little much right now. I don't know, I was kind of feeling my hair down today. It definitely, I'm liking how it's, yeah, we're gonna wear it down. That's, I feel like it's the librarian transformation on this. So now that being said, let's see if doing maybe just partially up. Let's go play with our hair, you guys. Not quite. I'm still just happy with it. Either completely up and frumpy out of the way. And honest to goodness, most days, y'all, this is all I do. Yeah. But yeah, most days that's all I do. I don't bother with a whole bunch of other makeup, but keeps the sun off, makes it look like I have eyebrows. We're good to go. Oh yeah. So I couldn't find my sun shirt, but I am coming out. Oh, it's a beautiful day in the garden, you guys. Oh my gosh, let's check this out. So you can see here, this is our obedient flower and bee balm and some lilies and mint and the day flowers that have grown in here around my piece of driftwood that's hiding in there. The lilies, that spot's kind of plunked down. Ooh, I gotta straighten this up. I'm gonna need to come through. This heat wave has been taking its toll on anything that the chickens have disrupted and all of my potted plants. So there's that little fountain doing its thing. So we're gonna need to top off that with the hose. I think the hose is still around front. Over here, oof, good grief, y'all just grow out of like nowhere. See a weed, pull a weed. Oof. And I used a perfume this morning that may have been nail polish remover. I don't know. So that one's, the thing with this hosta right here is the chickens have exposed its roots. So the only thing keeping it alive is I keep watering it. So I do need to fill in some soil around there. But first things first, let's take care of the critters. I'm also probably gonna need to do, oh, hello tree, some beep boop. Seaweed, poolweed, all the ding dong day. There we go. What was I talking about? I don't remember. Hummingbird feeders and the suet block. Ooh, hey onions. Ooch. Okay, here we go. Coming through. I know. I hate the chicken. Yeah, I'm gonna need to bring the water back here. That way, like, drag the hose back. That way I can take care of the funny bunnies and refill the chicken's water. That's like a daily thing now. Ladies. Rise and shine, it's a new day. Okay, everybody's out here. Yep, very cool. So the girls have some old salad mix and their scratch that they go through, which is laying crumbles, soldier fly larvae, sunflower seeds, and scratch, which is like amaranth and corn and some other things. So far they're at the watering hole, so I'm going to need to go, and I'll have Poppy's cabbage butt. Like, she's so cute. Hey Chia, what's up, girl? Yeah, let's get that hose pulled back here because it is not getting any cooler. What you doing, buddy? What you doing? No, no, no. We're gonna stay in the front yard today. I know. I know. Where's your papa? Where's your papa? He's still sleeping. Let's go. Let's go. So the hose is here on the front porch. So I am going to go ahead and water all of the front porch plants again before bringing the hose around back. So these snake plants have transplanted really, really well. Like, I am very pleased that none of them are completely dead yet. Now, I am going to take a moment to just give a little bit of humidity to these hostas, because the chickens came through and kind of kicked up all the mulch. So things are a little bit drier and stressed over here more than what they normally would be. Especially right there where I'm watering right this second. Like, the chickens just had an absolute freaking heyday. So I'm just standing here in the shade trying to get the hose to go as far as it can, because I didn't feel like going upstairs to get my sun shirt, and I'm regretting it. It is fun to play in the hose, though. Okay, so you can see Chia over here waiting patiently. Absolute trigger warning if you don't like roaches and roly-poly bugs. But here we go. You ready? You ready, Chia? Y'all can see I'm like slick with sweat. Oh, get it, girl. And then here comes Nutmeg to poach some bug action. There weren't a whole lot today. It hasn't been very wet, so all right. And now I'm gonna scrub that out and refill their water. That's our morning chores. It is freaking hot, but that's all right. We got it done. Let's go inside before I melt. So I sat down to start doing my Premiere for the main channel, and I never uploaded it. Okay, so I'm mildly panicking a little bit that I didn't get my video uploaded. It might be like an hour late, but that's fine. That's fine. It's not fine, but it'll be fine. So until then, I am answering emails and sipping on my first cup of coffee. I think I'm gonna have a second one, because why not? So I got everything uploaded in time, y'all. So now, other than, you know, this video footage, nobody knows how behind and unprofessional I am. Excellent. Except for this video footage. Oh well. So we just finished up with the Premiere. I am finishing up my coffee, and it is time to do some dishes and start some breakfast. Okay, so I still have the air conditioner going because it's hot in here. I'm just doing a little bit of peanut oil because of its high smoking point in a preheated skillet. And we are coming in. Let me see if I can't get... I'm gonna need to buy more or refill my seasoning salt. So you can see that's nice and warm. The oils spread all around. Well, and I threw that on the ground, but that's fine. So what I'm doing is I'm coming in with this defrosted patty, and I'm just going to sprinkle some seasoning. And this is just like Lawry's all-purpose seasoning salt. Laying that down. And this is 85/15 fat content beef. There we go. So I'm just gonna, I don't want to move them too much, but I also don't want them not making good contact with the skillet. So now, while the patties are cooking, I'm just gonna come through and prepare some broccoli florets. I saved the stems for the bunnies. And then I'm just going to split down the stem and break these florets in half. And I've just got some salted water coming up to a boil. Once I get it boiling, I'm going to come through and just kind of pop these in for 3 or 4 minutes. So we like our burgers well done. So if that's not your thing, I'm not yucking your yums. That's just how we cook them. So getting these flipped. The frozen burger patties definitely cook better from defrosted. So now I'm coming through with a bit of a flavor. Or just try yourself. I'm just shake it and put a bit on each of the patties, and then just let it keep cooking. Okay, so I have the air conditioner turned off because we have the microwave running, and if I run them both at the same time, then we blow a fuse. So I'm just putting on some of this plastic cheese that we do love for melting onto burgers. And just 1 slice per patty, just fold it in half like so. And I've got this on medium heat. There's the microwave. So I'm gonna go get the air turned back on. So when the burgers are done, I just flip the heat off. And now we've got pretty much a roiling boil. We can crank it up to high a little bit more. And it's about 2 heads of broccoli, 2 smallish heads, and a half a head of cauliflower. Just enough to completely fill the pot, and then get the lid on. So I have a timer going for the vegetables steaming, and I'm just gonna come through, and I'm being real loose with it, just chopping off the ends, because I just give those to the chickens and rabbits as a treat. But they're good critters. They work hard all day at being critters, so I like to give them treats for their hard work. And so I'm just gonna get these, they've been rinsed, I'm just getting them cut up. And then we are going to make a little bit of a sweet cheese frosting using whipped cream cheese spread. And this is 12 ounces, so I'm going to use probably 2 teaspoons of stevia in the raw, and a little bit of, I don't know, we might just have it like this, really. So I am also, we have some grapes that are just a little underwhelming in flavor and texture, but are perfect for making this cream cheese fruit salad that we're fixing to do. So I've got just a real sharp knife here. I'm just coming through. Cutting them all in half. Oh, there's our timer for the veggies. So I have drained off the liquid. They're still in a very hot pot, and I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of unsalted butter just in there on top, and I cover that up and let it steam in its own heat for just a little bit. And I'm gonna finish getting this tossed together. I actually think I'm gonna do the cream cheese real quick. We will just set that right there. Let's grab a spatula. Now my goal here is to just use the same Tupperware bin, the same tub that it came in. So there's that. Oh. And nope, that's a tablespoon. We only need a teaspoon. There we go. So for 8 ounces, I do a teaspoon and a half. So for 12 ounces, I'm going to do 2 teaspoons. And this is using stevia in the raw. Now, and I appreciate everybody who has contacted us about the hazards of artificial sweeteners, and thank you guys for looking out for us, but oops, the complications that may or may not be caused by artificial sweeteners farther on down the road are certainly not doing me as much harm as what, you know, eating just sugar would be. Also, I'm using them in moderation. I'm not eating them in every single thing in every single meal. So, but I wanted to thank you guys for looking out for us. So it's so much easier with the already whipped cream cheese. But I am going to still add just a little bit more of heavy whipping cream. About a 1/4 cup. just because I want this a little more spreadable. There we go. And I could use a hand mixer or a whisk. But I kind of like doing it by hand. So that is very whipped. I'm going to try just a bit of that. Oh yeah. And now I am just going to, I could do it a little bit sweeter if I wanted it for like cupcakes or something, but I just wanted just a little bit of extra sweetness. Oh, and we just blew a fuse. Hey Randy, we just blew a fuse. And Randy got the fuse fixed. Excellent, that's perfect. Oh, it's so hot, and to keep the house from getting overheated, we have to keep the airs going because we've only got window units in this house. And but our whole house runs off of 4 fuses, so those get overheated and burn out, but it is what it is. I'm just glad I've got Randy here to do the running for me so I can keep cutting up grapes in the dark. But he got the lights back on, so perfect. So plated up breakfast looks like a burger patty, some broccoli and cauliflower. Randy just gets broccoli because he doesn't like cauliflower. So we'll go ahead and do Randy's plate first. There we go. And since it's Randy's plate, he gets a second burger patty. And then we will do some strawberries. I've eaten all the raspberries out of the that we've harvested out of the garden so far, so there we go. And he doesn't much care for pickles. Actually, he hates pickles. So I'm just going to put a bit of that cream cheese right there for him. And that is Randy's plate. Oh, I gotta do ketchup smiley faces, but other than that, that's Randy's. And this is breakfast. I have a chicken and a thigh instead of a second patty, and I'm gonna eat this before Sam does. What you doing, Sam? So we completely demolished breakfast, and now I am coming through. I've cut off the moldy end of a banana, and I'm just gonna cut some, try to cut, I may have to go 1/2 inch on this, but I'm making some banana treats for my bunnies, which is why I'm leaving the peel on. And I was thinking about just putting these out onto the front porch because it's so hot. Woo. But I think I'm just gonna have to do it in the dehydrator, which is okay, just because I think ants and wasps and bugs and stuff would get all over these bananas before they got dried all the way. So I hate to run the words are hard. I hate to run the dehydrator out, you know, inside the house whenever it's so warm like this, but it'll be all right. And I'm just gonna come through and I'm gonna place them with lots of room for air to circulate. And then I'm gonna get the other one cut up as well. It's really helpful to use a nice sharp knife for this. Not even in frame. There we go. especially when the bananas are all super squished like this. Nice treat for the bunnies though. So just push that on back and into the dehydrator. Put the cover on. Turn it on to, we'll run it down around to, I believe, 135. What's it say for fruit? Yep, 135. Excellent. So there we go. So now that everything in my kitchen smells like hot bananas, I'm going to seal up some of these nut mixes for on top of salads. I've got a quart jar. Oh, it came with some lids and everything. Right on. Definitely going to be using the wide mouth one. So we put that on. That's the regular mouth. And then we've got our little hand pump. Looks like the ends are exactly the same. That's perfect. Well, which end does it go on? Huh. It didn't really seem to make a very, like, tight connection. Let's see if there's some instructions in here. Okay, that's in German. Here we go. Mason jar lid, sealer. Install the sealer and jar onto the lid. Okay. Like that. That's German again. Huh, I don't even have to... Okay, so I do that, and then I go, I guess, all the way over it, and then I just press it there. I don't even have to use the hose. I'm not gonna lie, this seems like something Austin Powers would have whenever he got out of cryo freeze. Okay. So, place the manual suction pump accurately on the suction hole of the sealer and press it tightly. Pumping air back and forth at a certain speed with appropriate resistance can be stopped. I don't want to stomp it. Or stop it. Ah, that's a hose connector. I guess that's supposed to attach to my... I don't feel like this is really doing much, you guys. Let's see. No, I don't really feel like that did what I'm looking for. Like, are they serious? That's what's it? That's it? If the vacuum sealing effect is not good, please check the following. Whether the sealer is installed in place. Press the sealer in place to wrap the jar mouth. Yeah, that's... I mean, it doesn't really seem to be holding tight. No, it's still... Now I just got nuts everywhere. Oh, fiddlesticks. Okay. So, I'm gonna try it not down all the way. Like that way it's holding a seal onto the threading a little better. This part still just seems like it's doing literally nothing. Because you can feel when there's a seal, you can feel it making a vacuum pull. Okay, let's try it down all the way again. Yeah, I'm not feeling... Well, goodness, yo.
Well, this might have been a waste of $8 to $15. Well, I'm gonna fiddle with it a bit more. We'll see. I'll let you know if it works. Okay, so I'm gonna try it pushed into the accessory port. And I'm gonna set it to canister. I'm not gonna lie to you, it didn't feel like it's doing anything, like it's not even really fitting. Like, I mean, a little bit of suction is happening right there. So, and I really don't want to break this, but it's like compatible with Food Saver. I don't think that goes in any further. Okay. It's back on. That sounds like something's happening. Maybe. Okay, I have it pulled up onto the threading. Still nothing. Yep. Huh. Okay, well, harumph, I say. This is the third product I've tried to use for vac sealing my jars that's not Food Saver brand, and I think it might have been cheaper to have just gotten the, whoopsie, the Food Saver stuff right from the beginning. Well, I'll just put the rings on them and stick them in the fridge. So we had breakfast, we've cleaned up a little bit from breakfast, and now I am unmolding some moons until our next premiere. So the way that this works is, well, let me get this into the tripod. So these are some moons that I had cast yesterday, and they hardened up real nice. So these are actually all the moons we've been making so far. So I'm gonna set that off to the side. And I've also been experimenting with some different castings. So this is like a really cool raven. And I'm gonna be using these as bases for electroforming. So I'm gonna make some modifications to them. But whether the moons need cleaned or not, they're all going into that one bin. And then I am going to do another batch of moons. So I try to do at least one batch of resin a day. Sometimes more, sometimes we don't get around to it, but that's all right. And we are doing production on these. So these are gonna be for like our wire wrap kits and website and our own inventory production, which is why I'm making so many in the same color. And I think the next color, the one that we just did, was super bronze. So I think next I'm going to do something maybe coppery toned or maybe red. Yeah, I'm gonna do this like rusty red color. So I'm just going to set that down there. I just tap my brush in it and then start burnishing it in. And if there's any extra in one mold, I just sweep it on out into the next, where I then burnish it in. And I'm just going to do this to all these molds. Okay, so that is another batch of moons cast and curing. So yesterday I got quite a bit of jewelry made, and I'm just gonna unpack my little, this is the bin that I've been taking upstairs so that I can craft up there too. Just because sometimes a change of scenery is really nice. But I need to unpack this, and I need to get pictures of, I only got 4 pendants made yesterday, and I need to make them into necklaces the rest of the way. But I'm pretty pleased with that so far. A couple of really pretty pendants. Okay, so I'm on the front porch, and I need to get pictures of these bad boys. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna come around and see if I can't get some decent pictures. So that'll be one. And then I'm also gonna try from this angle. And then, ooh, this spot might be good. I like this one over here. You never notice little things sometimes until you're taking pictures. So I'm gonna press that wire in with my thumbnail real quick. I think this is my favorite spot over here for this piece. The way that the light catches. There we go. And just for, because why not? There we go. And I'm actually able to take a picture while taking video like this. So there we go. Scooch that bin over. When I come in here from this angle, set it up, catch the flash. There's my dogs realizing I'm on the porch. And I'm also going to try holding it like this. And then I'm also going to do one that doesn't really catch too much. No. Maybe? Okay, so we did those two. Let's try this one down here. There we go. We can also do like this. No, that's not that great. Maybe, ooh, maybe like this. Though also, maybe in this spot. Oh, I do like this spot. Okay, so this is what it's like when I go around. Oh, what's that, a little mantis? Look at that little mantis. Look at that little mantis, you guys. Oh, bye-bye, little feller. That is so cool. You never know what you'll see when you're out and about. That is just a little guy. Oh, there he comes again. Hey, little feller. Oh, I hope you eat all the bugs. And there he is Right by my jewelry. Or she, I don't know. That is just the coolest, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, I'm going to take this one next and go around and maybe get that one. I'm gonna try it over here again. At least the humidity has calmed down a bit this afternoon. I also kind of really want to love it. Okay, so I'll use that one for that one. I want to make sure that I'm not accidentally squishing the wee bitty mantis. I'm gonna take this one and let's go over. Ooh, got these flowers. Maybe I can turn them. There we are. And that is how I get pictures of stuff. It works for now, I guess. Now that we've gotten pictures of these, they go whoop, into the bin with the rest of the jewelry. Ooh, I need to vacuum. All right, so y'all ready to see some nasty, what my house looks like if I don't sweep for 2 or 3 days? Oh yeah. Guess who that is? That is Chunks of Salmon Z. And we are just gonna dust mop through. Choo choo. Oh yeah, this is another spot that the fur likes to hide. Oh, so much. Wow. Like, and I'm not even worrying about getting it like clean right now. I just need to get the chunks up to make it look like, I mean, it looks like Sam Z just exploded. Like, it's like they shed like they're getting paid by the pound of how much fur they can drop off of their bodies. This is ridiculous. But that's fine. Choo choo. Doogie doogie. Oh, that's where I spilled some resin water. So yeah, again, just coming through, getting the chunks. Because Lord knows we got chunks. And then I need to come through with the hand vac actually. Okay, so loud noises. Jesus Christ. I guess the hand vacuum's broken. So there's that. Time to do it the old fashioned way. So I have made some, closing the cabinets, made some hot sugar water for the hummingbirds. And I'm gonna let that cool while we have our premiere. Ah! Vlogception. Hey guys, thank you for coming and hanging out during the premiere, during the Vlogception. Cheers. Oh, I'm supposed to drink after. That's a proper cheers. Okay. So it's after the premiere and I am unmolding these moons, and I'm probably gonna do another batch in a different color and then just see what else the day holds. Oh, check this out. We have our first Nasturtium flower. Which, by the way, I need to check and see. I'm too short to see right now what it looks like in the basket. But I do want to check and see what it looks like. And so now when I'm editing it, I can be like, ooh, so that's what that looks like. So that's good. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. Well, there's a doggy. I gotta clean off this porch, y'all. Who's my goodsy boy? Yes, you are. So it's that time of week to refill, clean and refill the hummingbird feeders. Oh, this one's hard to get one-handed. There we go. So there's that one. And there's that one. There we go. Now you'll see this hummingbird feeder has that little hook attachment, whereas this one over here does not. And that hook attachment, whoops, seems to make I'm gonna get that out of the middle of the walkway. That hook attachment seems to make just a world of difference, you guys, in whether or not ants make it into your hummingbird feeders. So I'm gonna have to get 2 more of those little shaped things. So I'm working on some wire wrapped trees and sipping on a LaCroix, which tastes like, I'm not gonna lie, it's Tanagerie flavor, and it tastes like an orange farted while walking by the can, and that's it. But I kind of like it. Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog, Sam? You slobbering mess. You a slobbering mess. Oh, you're such a good boy. His little back leg scratching. You good, buddy? Huh? No? Okay, that's fair. Y'all, there's a dragonfly on the steps. Ooh. That's the first time I've ever seen a dragonfly in my yard. Wow. That's beautiful. Look at his, that's huge. What you doing in my yard, bug? Hopefully eating other bugs.
Tell my bug wife.
Tell my bug. Well, credit goes to Randy for spotting that one and pointing them out to me. So we just pulled up into the driveway in our car, and he was like, there's a dragonfly on the steps. So good eye, Randy. That's so cool. I'm getting more video of that dragonfly now that I'm not in the car. Well, there he goes. So fast. So we have our first watermelon of the season. Thanks, Ginger. And the chickens absolutely love having a go at the rinds. And what's more is we'll get them started. Like, we'll get the rinds all cut up and stuff, and then we leave them in the fridge. And so that way they're nice and cool for the chickens. So look at the size of the grapes, you guys. These are the biggest grapes we've ever gotten so far. I mean, it's only the second year of us getting grapes, but I'm excited about that. And we're chock full of them too. I still need to train these branches, but these vines, we'll get there. I hear you, bird. We'll get there. Holy shnikes, I've got some zucchinis. I did not even plant this, y'all, but I'm gonna harvest them though. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna let that one get a little bit bigger. Oh, this is fantastic. Oh my gosh. Oh, we got zucchinis. Ah! So I wanted to update you guys on how this back bed's going. And the Jerusalem artichokes are just absolutely giant. The cherry tree's completely overtaken by vines again. That's our dwarf cherry tree that has just never done well because of the location. I should have never put it in this corner, but live and learn. And the basil and lilies though, look at these lilies. And also a zinnia that totally volunteered itself from the zinnias that were here last year. But look at that, beautiful. Another zinnia. Our basil starting to go to flower. We still got some marigolds down there, but yeah, more zinnias. Oh, this makes me so happy. I definitely need to weed this out, but welcome to gardening. It's an endless cycle of weeding. Never did get anything planted down here through the center, but we also never did get mulch either. So we'll kind of just take it for what it is. You win some, you lose some, but all in all, I'm feeling very pleased with how the garden's coming along. Just like this bed is growing in perfect. I do need to see a weed, pick a weed. Especially when they're young and tender, the stalks are tender. It's so much easier to pull up weeds, but Randy's coming out to help me harvest berries. I need to harvest these beds. Like, it's just, oh, there's always something to do, so no excuse to ever be bored. So we found this dog in our backyard, and we're gonna post her to Facebook Marketplace, or not Marketplace. There's a lost and found page for our town, and we're gonna post there. But yeah, look at this adorable puppy. Randy calls her grandma. And so we get to say fun stuff like, Spit that out, Grandma. Grandma, get your tongue out of my mouth. Grandma, stop peeing in the bushes. What you doing, Grandma? What you doing? Well, isn't that just a good puppy? Well, Grandma found Z's tennis ball. Grandma, what you doing? Oh, check this out. One of the red clovers from the entire bag that I planted. One of them is growing in my front yard. Very cool. So I just wanted to share this beautiful sunset with y'all. Now the sun's actually, what we're facing is the east right now. So the sun's setting behind me. I just love the way that these clouds look catching that light and just luminous. So it is, I don't know what time it is because I never reset the clock on the stove, but it's late. And I am making steaks for dinner. Let's get this flipped around. We have steaks. We're going to be having some Nathan's pickles. We got these two more steaks. We're going to be having some sharp cheddar. We're going to see if this watermelon's any good. I'm going to wash these dishes and get this kitchen sorted. So before we demolish these steaks and avocado and cheese, that's dinner with some actually pretty decent watermelon on the side and two more things of Wawa. Do what?
Can you see me?
No, nobody can see you.
Am I camouflaged?
Yep, you're perfectly camouflaged.
You're recording, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm recording.
Delete this.
Nope.
Yes.
No. Okay, guys. So it is the end of the day. We got the kiln loaded. I got the dishes washed to a shined sink. I didn't get footage of any of it, but just trust me. I'll show you tomorrow morning. But Randy didn't want to be on camera, but we're going to snuggle up in this twin-ass bed, which I don't know how we fit the both of us in it, plus this dog. I don't know, but it's okay. It's pretty nice, actually. That's a day. That's another day in the books, y'all. It's been wonderful, and I will see y'all in the morning. Jesus fucking Christ. Randy, I was still recording because I couldn't get it to stop because it was like, can't zoom in this mode. See, Daddy scared the crap out of us, huh? Oh. Hey guys, it is another scorcher today. I'm so glad to be out here in my sun hat so that so I can keep the sun off of me. Ooh, it's so pretty. Like, check this out, y'all. Just green. Green as anything. The fireflies have been like crazy out here. Okay. So I got the camera turned around. And down this main row right here, you can see that the grass is quite high. And I think we're gonna take, that's our friend's trailer that we need to clear out so they can take it back. But those two white PVC framed, those are my rabbit tractors. And it's been a very long, oh, there goes the kitty. Let me see if we can go. It's been a very long time since I've had my rabbits out in tractors, just because they started getting out. And well, hey pretty kitty, what's up? I don't know if you can see, but she's like, I think under that car. Well, but if we start doing a rabbit tractor again, then that is where, oh my gosh, there's a flower over here. I still gotta let the chickens and everybody out. This is, never got planted. We never got any mulch. it's all this morning glories. But check out that echinacea. Ooh, ooh. I can't wait for all this to start flowering. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be beautiful. Ooh, I'm gonna have to harvest some zucchinis today as well before the ends start rotting on them. Something already came in and ate that one. That one's end is rotting. Well, that one's still okay, but we'll see how it goes. I wonder who ate my damn zucchini, because it wasn't me, and that's a problem. Yeah, let's come on back into, wow, it's distinctly cooler back here. But yeah, to finish what I was talking about, I'd like to have the rabbit tractors back up so that the rabbits can graze, but it's not always the best climate for them because, you know, sometimes I'm not able to provide very good shade. Sometimes the ground is too damp and that's hard on their feet. So I've had some folks ask me about if I let my rabbits out and running loose and or running around the way I do the chickens do, and the answer is sometimes, but it is not all the time because we do get hawks, we do have dogs. Our dogs are fine with the rabbits. Like, they treat rabbits like they're cats. They just like sniff them a bunch. Like, I can have my chickens and my dogs running loose in the backyard together and everybody's living in peace and harmony, which is amazing. Because we've got some friends that, like, if their dogs look at a chicken, they're chewing through the fence to get to it. So that being said, I wanted to show you guys the banana chips that we made for the bunnies. So I'm going to finish feeding everybody and then we're going to give them some treats. So this is Jet. And this is Jet with the banana chip. He's just having himself a wickle nibble. Oh yeah, it's good stuff. This is our doe, Cersei, because she is vicious. And that's her twin brother, Jamie. Jamie is a sweet old man. Aren't you, Jamie? He said, yeah, I'm pretty good. Pretty good at being a bunny. That's alright. Now he is taking out that chip. You're a good boy, Jamie. Hey guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us this week on the homestead. This heat has been trying. Like, it's so hot. Sometimes there's a little bit of a merciful breeze passing through, but not that often. So we bring out 2-liter bottles that are frozen every day to the rabbits. We spray the ground so it can evaporate and cool in the shade for the chickens, but they also have the dust spots. Give them cold watermelon rinds, just trying to do as much as we can to make them comfortable. Doing as much as we can to make us comfortable inside the house. These air conditioner units, we keep blowing fuses. So it's like we're all having to stay in like one room together with the air conditioner going in that room to keep from blowing fuses. Oh, for those of y'all keeping up with my weight loss journey, which I guess like is what it's called. It's a really, I do want to lose weight, y'all, but it's mostly, I'm still thrilled that my blood sugar is under control. Like, wowzers. I put in a dread as a reminder, a constant reminder that, and I know that dreads aren't everybody's thing, but y'all, this is my hair, so that's all I've got to say about that. But it's a reminder of any time, because I'm constantly fiddling about with my hair. But does it still have the bead in it? Well, the hair bead fell out somewhere. But I had put a bead on it, and that was like, because I want to track my success. Well, not just my success, but my consistency. My success in being consistent is what I'm really interested in rewarding myself for. And that's very, very much, it's week 3 of low carb, no sugar, other than naturally occurring sugars. We've talked about this. And it's just, I'm feeling very good. Oh, I touched a rabbit and then I touched my face, didn't I? Oh gosh. Excuse me. But I'm feeling very good, but I do need to do a little bit more tracking, be a little bit more aware exactly of what it is that I'm eating portion wise, because I weighed in at 248.6, or was it 246.8? I don't know. I think it was 248.6. So I'm still down 4 pounds in 3 weeks, but I want more progress. And I know that being patient is something that I have to practice. It's not going to happen overnight. So just sticking with it and keeping on it. But 3 weeks of keeping my blood sugar under control, that is not nothing, because it's not the losing weight isn't the only thing that I'm concerned about. So I'm very, very excited about that. Still definitely need to up my water intake. And other than coming outside and like making myself miserably hot so that I chug a bunch of water, I don't know how to make myself drink more water, you guys. Like I feel like I am drinking water constantly and I'm still not drinking enough water, because I can tell, because like my tongue feels dehydrated. Like, so I'm gonna have to kind of keep an eye on that. And I'm hoping that my Fitbit will hold a charge again, because I left it on the charger for like a week. That's, you know, the depth of what, you know, my tech savviness. Well, there's a wasp drinking out of the hummingbird feeder. That's a start. But like, I don't know, maybe if I turn it off and turn it back on again, we'll see if it'll, I don't think that's gonna help, but we'll see. I want to thank all of our new channel members. PS, so Paula, thank you so much, and Lauka, I don't know if I pronounce your name correctly, but it's a beautiful name. Thank you guys so much for your support, because we do have projects in the works. I really want to put in some sort of drip irrigation system, and that is not cheap, but that would really, especially when it's hot like this and there's a lot of weeding that needs done and there's a lot of harvesting that needs done, making more things automated helps me to take care of all of the whole garden still by myself. So and all of our channel members, all of y'all being here watching this, y'all are helping us to make these dreams into a reality, even in these trying times. So it's, you know, it feels very, very bold of me to be thinking about improving and expansion when it's like, are we gonna keep our bills paid? Can we keep buying groceries? But y'all are helping so much, so thank you for being you and for being here. Now I'm gonna go inside and hug the air conditioner and get some of that water into my body. So I will see y'all next time. Thank you guys for being so awesome, and until then, keep on keeping on. Mwah. Bye.